A Leo-Cedarville woman has been forced out of her home after a danger literally came crashing through her front door. Now she is pleading for change to stop this all too common happening. In a 15 Finds Out investigation, Adam Widener uncovers a big safety concern in the small community.
If you're one of the hundreds who travel State Road 1 to Leo-Cedarville every day, you drive past Jane King's home. It's the blue one with a unique design.
It's got a beautiful reservoir in the back. It's got, I think, the nicest park in Allen County in the front. It's just a great little community.
The mother of three moved here in March of 2004, but less than a month later,
April Fool's Day,
it began.
I woke up at about 1 o'clock in the morning to an F-250 on my front porch.
A drunk driver heading east kept going straight at the curve and slammed into her front porch.
That truck, it was actually about 12 inches from my sleeping baby.
At the time, King thought it was a fluke.
It wasn't. County records show 43 accidents near the front of her house, all around that 90-degree curve. The most recent one has knocked the family out of their home for the past 5 months.
This last time, it was an 80-year-old woman who hit the accelerator instead of the brake. She broke the foundation of the house. You know, I never would have thought that would happen. I'm tired of it. I feel like there's a failure to protect this home and my children.
15 Finds Out combed through every crash report to uncover what's really happening around this curve. More than half the time, the primary cause for the accident is related to speed or weather. The rest of the time, vehicles get rear-ended by someone following too closely, drivers were drinking, tired, or overcorrected. At least 10 drivers have been injured. Fortunately, no one has been killed.
Anytime you have a curve with houses or a park on either side, it's a concern.
King's concerns have made it to the Indiana Department of Transportation. Crash reports show drivers have damaged at least 30 INDOT signs the past 11 years. Regardless, the state wants
more signage, so we would increase the signage around the curve.
INDOT Communications Director Tony Mayo says the state wants to close off a couple roads and add additional reflective signs that are 4 feet tall.
Their eyes would naturally look at these signs, see that they're, bright yellow, and they would follow the curve around.
King wants a stronger barrier to protect her home, but INDOT sees it differently.
A lot of people would think that guardrail will definitely keep people out of their yard, but what it can do is throw vehicles back into traffic. She lives on a curve and made that decision to live on the curve. I don't know what the particulars were, why she would make the decision to live on the curve, that there are risks when you make that decision.
It's concerning.
Kevin Veach is the president of the Leo-Cedarville Town Council, which has to approve INDOT's plans since it involves a couple town roads.
I was actually surprised to find out how many issues have occurred on the curve.
Since King brought it to the town's attention, they sent a letter to the state asking INDOT to make changes as soon as possible before planned road work in 2016.
They had to rip all of this out.
In the meantime, King's family is living out of an apartment, waiting for their home to be fixed, as the mother tries to reassure her kids despite her own fear.
This face is actually for my son, my youngest son. It made him feel a little bit better. The old tree bumps the F-250s so that they don't come into the house. They just go through the garage or land on top of our front porch. My children can't play outside in the front yard because I'm afraid they're going to die.
Now, I asked King why she hasn't moved. She said at this point, she can't afford to. INDOT leaders tell me they'll present their plan to the town on Monday. 15 Finds Out will be following future decisions on the curve and update you with the latest development as soon as it becomes available. Live in Studio 15, Adam Widener, News Channel 15.
And if you have something you would like 15 Finds Out to investigate or expose, you can call the 15 Finds Out tip line at 260-481-1444, or you can email us at 15findsout@wayne.com.